than non-probability sampling designs. And so as you can assume, this means these are designs where everybody does not have an equal chance of being selected. So you've got an overview video here. So let's go through some of those major issues. In non-probability sampling, you might misrepresent the population. If there's not an equal chance of people participating, you may end up picking people that don't represent certain groups. It could be difficult or even impossible to figure that out. Maybe there's an unconscious bias that you have when you're picking people and you're not even aware of it. So again, when random sampling is not appropriate, so let's say you have homeless individuals. If you have homeless individuals, maybe it's not possible to give everybody a random chance. Maybe you kind of have to take people as you find them. So it is less reliable, but in real world, sometimes that's the best that you have. It's easier, it's cheaper, and you just simply don't have a way of knowing everybody that's homeless. So how can you possibly take a sample if you don't even know everybody that's homeless or how to access them? So let's go through the different ways. Accidental, convenience, haphazard, those are different ways. This is probably one of the most common ones that's used in social work, and it basically just says who's available. So it may just be who are the clients that are available. It could just be who's right there, maybe in a psychology class, the people that just happen to be there. The issue is there's no evidence. So when you do a research study with a convenient sample, you have to state in your limitations, the results of this study cannot be generalized to the population. All your results tell you is about that one group of people. You can't generalize it. So keep that in mind. That's really important. Purposive, you're handpicking people. So sometimes there's good reasons. Maybe you're handpicking community leaders. So there's really not a way to draw them randomly, but you kind of know who you want to pick. Maybe you want to pick people from certain predefined groups. Sometimes you may even want to deliberately sample an extreme group. So maybe there's groups that really stand out and you want to specifically pick those people that stand out the most to make sure that you get the best representation. In quota sampling, it has to do with proportion. So before, remember when we looked at probability sampling that was stratified, you may have had the client's list of all African Americans, and then you took a random sample from that. Here, you're just doing a quota. So you're just saying, I need minimum 30, and I'm going to keep including them until I get there. So it's not random. It's to reach a certain limit. So there's some kind of quota. There's a limit that you have to reach. And then snowball sampling, it's just kind of, think about just that visual of a snowball rolling. You start with one person. At the end of that interview, you say, who else should I talk to? So maybe you're working with people, usually people maybe that may be involved in criminal or drug behavior, something where it's hard to get access to them. They can recommend somebody, you go to them, then they recommend somebody, and so on.